Hello, everybody. It's Pastor Israel with another book review for you. And today's book review is simply called Why Do Bad Things Happen to Good People? The title speaks for itself. It's written by an author called Pst Tafara Butayi. He also wrote Every Prayer Answered, and just recently he wrote a book called Living Life to the Fullest. The title, like I said, it speaks for itself. The writer is out to answer one of the toughest and most difficult questions in the entire universe. Why do bad things happen to good people? It's one of the toughest theological questions. It's one of the toughest life questions, one of the toughest political questions. It's basically the toughest question in the world. Why do bad things happen to good people? Because my thinking would have been, if I'm good, good things must just happen to me. And what I love about this book and the way it is written is it's very simple. The simplicity of the writing, and also it's a book you can literally read in one day. If you're a disciplined reader, you can sit down and just really absorb it. If you just cancel out everything and sit down and read, it's an easy read. It's easy on the eyes and easy on the mind. It's a very good book. I would encourage you to get it. Right, these are the top 5 things I learned from this book. Number one, success is purpose. I love what he said in terms of living your life to the fullest is living out your purpose. And from there, I gleaned a concept that success is literally purpose. Success is living out whatever purpose God has created you for. When you're walking in the divine purposes and the will of God for your life, you are successful. And whatever your purpose is, if you're doing your purpose right now, you're already successful. It's not about having money, it's not about material things, it's all about purpose. When you do your purpose, you succeed. Number two, he came up with a great concept of how to identify your concept, and he simply said that you find your purpose based on your attitude towards Monday and your attitude towards Friday. If you're somebody who hates Mondays, it already shows that you're not walking in your purpose. And if you're someone who says TGIF, thank God it's Friday, like as if you've been relieved from what you're doing during the week, it shows it's not your purpose. I love what I do. I love reading books. I love ministry, and this book really encouraged me. Number three, he also identified the two sources of bad, the two why bad things do happen. The first source he identified is definitely Satan through his demonic attacks that he unleashes on our lives. That's why sometimes bad things do happen to good people. It's because of a demonic attack. Number two, he also put us we also cross-examined us and put us under the gun and said it's also us and our own behaviors, our own attitudes, our own sin, our own things also set up things, bad things to happen to us. Number four, we also identified something very important to us in terms of answering the question, why do bad things happen to good people? One of the things he also identified is just the persecution of a believer, just the persecution of a Christian walk. This walk of salvation is not a walk where everything is just going to be happening the way you want it to happen. And I really loved that perspective, that persecution is part of the journey. Persecution is part of the story. It's part of our experience. It's part of our expression. But then when we get to number five, he identified the importance of resisting misfortune, that we have to resist poverty, we have to resist sickness, we have to pray. We can use our mouth to to extinguish whatever fiery darts that the enemy is releasing on our lives. It's a great book. I would encourage you to get it. It's a nice, easy read. I mean, I read another book before that. It was very dense and gave me a bit of a headache. But when I got into this one, it was just a nice, easy like cappuccino. Nice book. I would encourage you to get it. And let's read, let's be great, let's become everything God has called us to be. No matter what attack that the enemy releases, let's be great in this season.